I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down.
And me, I had gone from homeschool jungle freak to shiny plastic to most hated person in the world to actual human being.
Hey.
All the drama from last year just wasn't important anymore. School used to be like a shark tank, but now I could just float.
Regina.
Finally, girl world was at peace.
You went to Coachella, somehow had a security issue, and magically Sugar Bear Hair is there with a contract in hand to save the day for you and all of your friends. No company would ever go out of their way to have an extra, handful of passes that cost thousands of dollars a piece, like just in case. That leads me to believe that this was orchestrated beforehand, but he had an emotional conflict because of me and promises he made to me behind the scenes. So he had to come up with a very clever story and didn't tell me right when he got back, but after the little bit was posted on their launch day.
Despite what Tati said in her video, this whole situation was definitely not a big scheme that was orchestrated beforehand. It really did happen on the spot. The Sugar Bear Hair team texted me the proposal right away. No money was involved, and with no time to negotiate, in a panic, I signed, and that was that on that.
James Charles, he had 9 days after Coachella to talk to me.
Before posting my stories, I actually did text Tati first out of respect for her, giving her heads up about the sponsorship, but she was immediately upset. I tried my best to kind of explain the entire situation and also give her a direct apology as well, but at this point I had signed the contract and I absolutely had to post it. There was no getting out of it.
Trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. It's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood.
A video that's been viewed more than 36 million times, fellow beauty vlogger Tati Westbrook not only claims that Charles betrayed her by advertising for one of her competitors, but alleges that on a number of occasions he has harassed some straight men.
In Tati's video, she mentioned that she was disgusted and had to apologize to her family for me apparently saying things that I wanted to do to a waiter and then justifying those actions by saying I am a celebrity. Okay, this literally did not happen. The I'm a celebrity thing is really incredibly frustrating to me because this is an inside joke between my friends and I that Tati is also participated in, and she twisted this to be something far worse than what it is. A few minutes into the conversation, I asked him about his sexuality, and he told me straight up that he was bisexual. There was no straight men being manipulated anywhere in the story like Tati mentioned. In the past, whenever I have found a guy cute on Instagram or on social media, I have slid in the DMs with a simple hello or a nice compliment. If anybody ever made it clear that they were not interested or were not gay and didn't want to talk, I always apologized for the unwanted attention, and the conversation was put to a halt immediately. Grayson is going on camera shortly to finally tell the world how you tried to him and touch him in his sleep and made him uncomfortable for months, you sick mother. Next, Zach will be going on camera to tell how twisted and sick you were, trying to get him to like you and then make him feel bad when he didn't want to send you photos back. Then Sam from Seattle will be joining me and Cameron to talk about you trapping him in his hotel room. You need to be locked in prison for a very long time. You need the internet taken away from you. You are a danger to society.
Now, most of you have seen some brutal tweets that I sent out last week. A lot of you have seen the vicious text messages that I sent, and I want to let you understand something. I sat there yesterday and I started to get really angry. I was gonna pull voice memos. I was gonna pull old text messages from other people that don't want to be involved. And I was just getting into a place where it wasn't healthy, okay? And thank God I'm in the headspace that I am today because I stopped those feelings, I let them all subside, and I understand that now that isn't okay. I am not going to fuel this fire bigger so everyone can get more entertainment, because behind the scenes, this isn't funny. This is our real lives, and I inserted myself into something publicly that I shouldn't have.
And I, oh,